What's up, YouTube? Who that comics and movies coming at you with a another little video, man. So I'm gonna show a little. I got one little thing to unbox, um, and then we'll talk about this convention. We'll talk about Fan Expo New Orleans 2023, the good and the bad. This is gonna be like my overall review um, of what I thought. I got other video that I shot on the GoPro that I'll be dropping throughout, the next few weeks and stuff like that. So that's what's going on. So first things up, what's going on? Captain Comics. Appreciate you stopping through. Um, First thing we're going to talk about is the super chat giveaway. We only have, I think, 11 days left. 11 days left. 5 more days to my birthday, which is even better. But this is a super chat giveaway. We're going to have some other books to go along with it as well. This is Action Comics 521, the first appearance of Vixen, also the first African-American female in the Justice League. That is the giveaway. $2 gets you 1 spot on the wheel. $5 gets you 3 spots. Good luck. Good luck. We got some people who are already entered. So good luck to them. What's up, Bleeker? What's going on? Appreciate you stopping through. Birthday is 5 days, but I appreciate the early birthday wish. So thumbs up this channel, thumbs up this video, shout out. So let's do the unboxing while I talk about Fan Expo. So Fan Expo New Orleans is probably the best fan or Comic Con / pop culture event in New Orleans area. This year was actually very, very good for us to guess. They had the Star Wars gang. They had a slew of artists, all the way from Greg Land to Mark Brooks. And they had some the guests in what's up, Ben Pena? The guests that they had for this convention, for comic related, was very, very good. Very good. So if you wanted a lot of signed stuff or if you wanted to get sketches done, they had some big names. Joe Rubenstein was there. Who else? I know I'm going to miss some. Klaus Janson, co-creator of Elektra and stuff like that. Also co-creator of Shuri. So he was there. Oh, man. Arthur Sudam was there. So it was very good. That's all I can say. It was very good. Very good for not as many comic dealers to purchase from compared to how many artists and writers were there. Like artists and writers and people who are not as big name as like a Greg Langan outnumbered the comic dealers probably like at least probably 4-1. At least 4-1. So let's show. I'm gonna show off this book here. This one is probably, looking at it now, it's probably in the 9s. Oh no, never mind. Little issue. That's probably lower than the grade it's given. But we got a brief cameo of Mystique. This is Miss Marvel 17. This is out of a collection. This is Kenneth Lee Ricky's second collection. So it's a collection book I purchased from Torpedo. Actually, a really good price on this book for the condition. Like I said, it's probably about an 8.0. They graded it 8.0. I could see it getting an 8. I don't, maybe an 8.5. You can get an 8.5. But this is kind of related to my my top 10 want/wish lists for 2023, which I'll be talking about that on a later bit. So we're gonna put this on the side. I'll probably be looking to upgrade this because I thought it was a little bit better condition. I didn't notice some other stuff. So Here's what it is. I'll probably upgrade. And I'd love to get all three of her appearances in 9/8. So that's a hint on my top 10. That's what I want to go for. So, like I said, artist was good. Guests were good. They had some celebrity guests. Not Joe. Uh, what's this? Esposito. They had like the Star Wars. They had Ashley Epstein. Actually, her husband was there as well. David Epstein. David Epstein. I say the last name incorrectly. He was there. I wish I would have had more money because I would have loved to get a baseball signed by him. But it is what it is. What happened with that? So maybe another opportunity will arise. What's up, Hawaiian Punch? Thank you for stopping through. But they had all three voice actors for Star Wars Clone Wars. Sometimes you would only have two, maybe just one, but all three of them, some of the main characters was there. Was able to get a few things signed. The 11 of the 12 items that I got. Well, 11 of the 12 items I got signed are on the way back. Actually, 11 of the 13 things I got signed are on the way back from CGC. So that was good. What's up, Big Lion Cat? So they had Capture Collectibles were there. Overall experience with them was very good. Had a mishap with, I don't know if it was CGC or them. What's up, Big Will? No, actually, like I told you before, Big Lion Cat, I do not, since the time frames are low on modern, I do not fast track the moderns. So, nope. Wrong guess. If you had money on it, you would have lost. So, yeah, I haven't fast tracked modders in a while. They would just drop, like I said, Capture Collectibles did witness the signatures. So they hand deliver the books to CGC since they live, or their operation is literally driving distance to CGC. So when they arrive at CGC, they arrive because they're already unboxed their books, so they go straight into arrived and get graded. So yeah, I was not fast tracking that. Like, no, I wasn't going to waste my extra money on that. And I still wouldn't waste my extra money on it if I didn't do it. That didn't happen. But they were good. They charged $15 to witness the signature, and it was $25 for a celebrity. If you have your own account, CGC account, but if you want to use their account, it was $65, which it was $65 if you had to use their account, which I was using their account on a handful of books, and something happened with the paperwork, and all of the books went on my account. So waiting to, I guess waiting on a refund on that. But like I said, overall, they were great company, great people. So can't say anything more positive with them. He said only had the one little paperwork mishap. So, but they called me. They're going to straighten everything out, which was told to me. So, I'll find out by Monday, hopefully, if everything's good to go. So, but overall, they were great people. So if you do see them in the area, you do have your own account, I say definitely use them. $15, man. You can get your books delivered to CGC directly. So they also had another guy who did CBCS witnessing, Clan McDonald. I am a part of their group, but I didn't even know he was there until Saturday. I didn't even know he was there till Saturday because I guess he shared a booth with Myret Michaels. Michaels Myret. I can't even think how you say his name. I do apologize, but I think they had a pretty nice booth with them. I probably used them for a couple of stuff, maybe. But there's no promises on that one. Because Capture was very good. That's all I can say. They were very good. Took me around to meet. Well, I got to skip the line for Ashley Epstein. Epstein. Basically, well, I waited in line a little bit, but he wanted to go over. So let me see if we, usually we're able to go ahead because you're paying for a service, so you shouldn't. So he went to find out, and we got to skip the line, which is good because you're paying a service to get stuff witnessed. That's how it should happen. So was able to do that. I was able to get a nice little count. I didn't get the video. These conversation with Ashley and the other people. I didn't get the video it, but it was good to have those conversations. As all thanks to Capture Collectibles on that. Also got to meet Sam Raimi. I had a good conversation with him. The dude's very nice, very very nice. Mr. Raimi's very nice. So if you have an opportunity to meet him and get a signature, it looked like he's kind of making a little small circuit of of certain conventions, but I think he might be signed exclusive for Fan Expo because I think he's going to Portland. So get some Spider-Man stuff from the OG Spider-Man, or get the Doctor Strange. I wish I would have had like a Doctor Strange poster. That'd have been cool. Sam Raimi was great. Thanks to those guys. Yeah, like I said, got to have a little talk with him at the end because we waited at the end and did like a whole bunch of signings. So A+ on that end. Friday was probably the best day. If Ashley was there for us, Star Wars and Matt, and I'm trying to think who the other person is. I can't think right now. But if they were all there on Friday, I would have probably got all my signature stuff done on Friday. Because Friday was very I wouldn't say dead, but Friday was very like, man, you can get a lot of stuff done. You can do a lot of comic hunting if you want, get a lot of signatures if you want on Friday. But that's always been the case for Fridays at Fan Expo. It used to be Wizard World, always the case. And then this year I think was even more more amplified because Friday they had a Pelicans basketball game, which is the hometown basketball team. So, and they've been doing very well. So they had a little things going against it with that. And also Friday was the kickoff of first day of Mardi Gras season. And if you don't know what Mardi Gras is, you can look it up and talk, see what that is. But so you can buy king cakes, eat them, and all that stuff like that. He said, I use Capture Collectibles. Said, yeah. I like that. You can go to their website, you see what they're doing, you can mail them the books. I like that. So hopefully they go to Dallas Fan Expo. They said they went the last 2 years. So they probably will be there, again, Dallas. But what I was saying, like I said, if everybody would have been there, Friday would have been the best day. Saturday was very congested. I think all the locals, all the out of towners, anybody you can think of was there Saturday. So I don't know what to say, but Saturday I'll probably do the same thing I've done and go. But if friends of mine or people who I know might come around for the weekend, Saturday would probably be like a half a day thing at the convention. We might gotta go early in the morning, or get breakfast, go early in the morning, and leave like after lunch or something like that, because Saturday was like so congested. So that's that day. Sunday was more busier than people expected. So Sunday was actually really busy as well. Only thing I didn't like, and some of the artists left early. Some of the artists left early on Friday and Sunday. I know Mark Brooks, he was supposed to he was gonna stay, I think, until 6:30 on Friday, and he left at like 5:30. He left like an hour early. And also Sunday he left early, like at least 2 hours before the convention was gonna end. maybe 3 hours before convention. He had his suitcase and everything, so he was literally leaving. So when is Dallas? Dallas is the first weekend of June. First weekend of June. I know that just because we already have it booked. We have our hotels, hotel rooms. Actually, no, it's not the first weekend. It's the 9th. So it's the 9th, 10th, and 11th. 9th, 10th. So it's the second weekend. I'm sorry. Pardon me. Second weekend of June. It's Dallas Fan Expo. I know myself, I'm going. Yahweh, two brothers Dustin, they're going to be going. Tony Sanders, he's going to be there. I think Splash Page probably is going to be there, and I don't know who else from YouTube is going to be there. But get back on track with New Orleans. So, like I said, and signatures from artists were at a good price if you weren't getting them CGC. I think the average price was for if you were getting CGC, average price was about $20 to $25. That was the average price. If you're getting sub CGC, I love Greg Land. Shout out to Greg Land. I bought I guess I'm gonna show some stuff off. Let me get this ready. I'll show this off. Shout out to Greg Land. He was doing first 3 books were free. After that, I think there were $10. So I had a total of 6 books that I was going to get done from him. 3 were not going to be graded, so I got those completely free. That's why I said shout out to him. The other 3 I ended up getting graded. So, instead of paying the $10 cost, I just paid, I think it was $25. Ben says, cool. What day y'all going? The weekend. We are going to be there the weekend, so I won't leave until Monday. So we'll be at Fan Expo Friday, Saturday, and probably Sunday. I don't know how long those times, but we're going to be there all 3 days, all the guys. He said, damn, I'm going to Heroes Con that month. I don't have 2 conventions that month, but I have like almost, like you said, 2 kind of vacations. So I know what you mean, BLC. I got we're going to Dallas Fan Expo, and then we have a family vacation at the end of that month. So I would say, in relative to going to 2 conventions in a month, that's kind of what I'll be doing, because the family trip is like going to a big event convention. So ME Comics, what's going on? Which appreciate you stopping by. Please smash that thumbs up button. So, like I said, shout out to Greg Land. I'm actually going to show one of something I purchased from Greg Land, but I said because he did the free signatures. I couldn't believe he had this was priced at the price, and I'll show the price on the back. That was the price, and this is original. That's a signature from 2013. He did the pencil on this. And this is Mighty Avengers. This is issue 1, page 2. So as Luke Cage, you see all the other players in the background. And this one, action scene. Luke Cage is front and center. This has a lot of detail on this, man. It's like, so I had to purchase it when I saw it. He had other Mighty Avengers pages. None of them really interest me, because if they had some other later issues, if the later issues would have had Blue Marvel or something, I probably would have got that instead. But this is literally page 2 of that run. Page 2. So like I said, page freaking 2. So and like that's like basically the only thing I bought comic related. Like I said, I went there mainly for signatures and to try to get a couple of sketches. That's what I went to Fan Expo for. Signatures first, and then sketches was second. Because I hope I can get more sketches done at Dallas. But I'm probably going to stick to my 2 sketches at conventions, because they can get expensive. Unless I can find lesser name people that could do like a $60, then I might bump it up to 3. But yeah. Thank you for Greg Land, and I think his wife was with him. So I really appreciate them. Uh, Super nice people. All I can say. Uh, what else I want to talk about? Who else did I meet? Uh, um, One thing I do want to talk about. This is kind of like going towards the bad. What's up, someday? What's going on? So this is going toward the bad. And as I said, Greg Land, I think he probably had the best setup. He didn't have any agent talk to, well, it was his wife. That was the person you talk to, you pay, handle. I love that. I don't even mind if you had a friend or something like, or a manager or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it was nice to see that. Everybody else, even people, everybody else I dealt with, say it like that. Everybody else I dealt with either had like a agent or a manager or whatever. I don't know what you would call them. Work in the booth, and you're like, really? So I can't talk to. It's like, hey, Mark. Oh no, you got to talk to them to get what you want to get done, and you're like, oh, that was kind of weird to me, especially how New Orleans is, where how the locals are, and we're kind of like friendly uh, and oh, I forgot to mention this. Every artist that I personally met and got something signed for, my first comment was always, "Thank you to coming to New Orleans," and I really appreciate it. That was my first comment I said to every person that I got something signed because I really did appreciate them coming down to New Orleans to our convention. So I made it a point that anytime I did get something signed, that was my first comment to them before I asked any questions about books or whatever. So, but it was kind of odd seeing that every person, like Klaus Janson, he had he had a person because I went up to him, started talking, and it was like, oh, I wanted to get a book, and he pointed to the guy sitting next to him, and I was like he didn't even tell, he just pointed, and I was like, how that came off. Thinking about it now, that was pretty much asshole move because he didn't say anything. He just pointed. Uh, Thinking about it now, but yeah, that was kind of like I said, dealing with that. Um, I met Guy Gilchrist, who does a lot. Did a lot of the Muppets and all that stuff, and the news clippings and stuff like that. He had people that were working the things for him, but he did all the kind of all the talking, all the selling, which was awesome because he didn't just point to his associate. Um, he didn't give me my money, blah blah. He felt having a conversation with them. So that was actually you know I thought that was very cool. Even though he had people working the booth for him, I think they were kind of like mentors. Um, well, I think no, one of them was like an up and coming artist. Um, that he had there, but all he was great to me. I would love to buy maybe one of his original news clippings from him. What's up, J2 Comics? Thank you for stopping by. Please smash that thumbs up button. Maybe if I meet him on a next time or on another convention, I can just buy like like original art from him. Um, you know, one of a kind type stuff that was done to be put in a paper. That would be pretty cool. So that because like I said, people like that, I like to go back to and support them. That's why I wanted to buy that Greg Land piece, and because I didn't have a lot of money, it was like an off week, and I knew how much I was going to pay probably for signatures. So here's something else that was bad. I thought was bad. Every celebrity's, every celebrity I dealt with, celebrity signature I dealt with, original price was more. Well, their price was more than originally thought. Say it like that. So every celebrity that I dealt with, original price was more than everybody thought, even Capture Collectibles. Sam Raimi was supposed to be $50. He was $75. Ashley Epstein was supposed to be $100. She was $125. Even her co-stars, they were supposed to be like $20 cheaper. I think they were like 80 and 60 or 80 and 80. I think it was like 80. I think they were 80 and 80, but they were supposed to be like $20 cheaper. Who else? So the Sam Raimi, actually, voice actors, they were, a little bit more than they were supposed to be. So like all of the celebrities were like a little bit more than originally were told to vendors, because Capture Collectibles said they were originally told a price and it was like, I guess that would be like what, 25% higher. Or in Sam Raimi's case, 50% higher. I had a small con near me, and I walk right up to talk to Finch. There's no agents, anything. The funny, I was able to go up to them with no big old huss and fuss. But like I said, they had agents or managers or people working for them. It was a few, almost all of them had that. But like I said, Greg Land, probably the best experience, and Guy Gilchrist, probably the best experience dealing with that. For dealing with that. Big Lion Kiss says everything's going up. I agree, and I know everything's going up, but I don't agree with you telling even your vendors who are going to be there a certain price and then you change it, that day. Because like I said, Capture Collectibles had a set price. They thought, like I said, for Ashley, they thought it was they were told it was 100, but Sam Raimi, they told it was 50. Because they probably bought a set amount of stuff thinking with that price, and that had to be readjusted because it was higher. So that's a little bit of another bad thing too as well. The layout was pretty good. We had like I said, I'll show some video. I have some video, and I'll be able to show that off and put it on here. Of how the layout was, but the front, when you entered in the convention, the front few stuff were a lot of vendors, t-shirts, comics, toys, mystery box, whatever you want to say. That was the first few rows. Then I think I would say before you got to celebrity lane or celebrity alley, whatever, like you had the artists and writers for like a couple of rows. Where you could walk in between, but they were like there. So it wasn't really an alley, or it was just like artist row, a whole row of artists. Then behind them was the celebrities. So celebrities was in the back. One thing that had me cracking up is, and I'm gonna try to get his name correctly because I want to make sure. Because he was set up. They had a celebrity there. Sam Raimi was not set up like this. You would think it'd be Sam Raimi who'd be like, Ashley would be set up like this because how much she's charging. But what is the guy's name, man? He's in Stranger Things. Oh, here we go. Joseph Quinn. I just know Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. I mean, obviously he's been in other stuff, but Joseph Quinn had a curtain around. You only could go there if you had, you couldn't just walk you walk through people. You could take pictures and see things, and like, man, that's such as, I can't believe such is there. Oh man, that's the Trailer Park Boys. I can't believe that. He was closed in like he was Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. It was laughable in my opinion. I mean, the line for him was ridiculous. Saturday and Sunday. I don't know about Friday. I think Friday was not as bad, but Saturday was stupid. Waiting in line to get his signature or whatever they did there. Sunday was the same thing. I agree, Russ. I didn't like Larry Hama's prices up. G.I. Joe 21 prices was higher than other SIGs. What's the difference on a book you signed? Hey, what's his name does that too? Um, Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld I think does that with the new ins 98 and 87. Like his price is way higher for that book. I charge one set price for signature without grading. With grading, that's what a lot of the. That's basically I think what all of the artists I dealt with did. Greg Land, he's known for being a creator of the Marvel Zombies. Arthur Sudan gets the neck recognition of the Zombie King because he did that the Zombie Run. But Greg Land is he created the Marvel Zombies. He created that. He didn't charge me no crazy for that, and that's becoming a TV show, stuff like that. So, um, he said, "I'm nervous with all the Trekkies coming to Huntsville, and Shatner Sig is 130. Shatner Sig is 130 today. I bet it's 150 at the time of the convention. Just because, like, whatever the price is now is probably going to be higher. That's what, like I said, literally just happened. So like Capture Collectibles had Mr. or what's his name? Javon Jordan was there. Javon Jordan. So I got to meet him. Super cool guy, super chill guy. I think he had a couple of whatnot sales when he was there. I didn't buy any of the exclusives. That's not like I'm kind of shy away from that stuff because it's not my cup of tea. Mainly because everything I like to associate a value with, even if it's stuff that I don't plan on selling, like until like maybe like let's say I don't sell for another 30 years. Um, so that's to me that's like PC that if I sell it 30 years from now, that's because I'm freaking 70, and I don't want to deal with the stuff. But I don't see a value of those exclusives. It's not saying they're not good. Not saying that the art is not great. It's just my opinion. All right, so I got to meet him. He was a little pricier on the side for a sketch, but I said I really didn't have to do it because, like I said, he was doing the whatnot streams and making money, and he was like remarking like a madman. So I got a sketch done by him. He forgot to do it, so he added some color to it. To me, he could have added a busk or something as well, but I'm just messing around. But he did Shredder. I was trying to think of what I wanted him to do, so I let him. I asked him to do his version of Shredder. Kind of remind me of the OG movie Shredder. So shout out to him. I'm very happy how that turned out. Very, very happy how that turned out. So let's see. Southern is in the house. I got to meet this guy at the convention. I think we and him were around the same height. I don't know if I was a little bit taller, but I think we're around the same height, which is, uh, when you look at people's cameras, you don't realize that. So, super nice guy, Southern comic geek, super nice guy. He had he talks about it, and people probably don't believe him. I got to see it from my own eyes. He does come with the wagon and I think a short box of books. I don't know how many things did he got signed. Um, I don't know how many things he got signed, but he did have a lot of books. And oh yeah, Jim Shooter was there. Jim Shooter was there, and he was charging $25 per signature, even if you weren't getting them graded. $25. Anybody knows Jim Shooter, what he used to charge before his agent was there, I guess, at this convention? Free. Jim Shooter was free. So that was very shocking. So yeah. He said it was about 30 books. Yeah. He had about 30 books signed. He said Shooter was free at Huntsville. I guess this convention was a lot bigger than Huntsville, and they were trying to cash in. Who knows? VLC said he paid 100 for Shatner 2 years ago. I think Shatner was 100 2 or 3 years ago at New Orleans, because he came before, but it was like maybe 3 years ago. I said, damn, I guess he's talking about the 30 books. He said, yeah, Free at Times. I saw him too. Yeah. So he was very high, and like I said, for something that wasn't slabbed, it was very high. So that's why I was like, people like Greg Lane and other people who are doing free, for a few books free, man. I wish I wish happy I had enough to kind of use that to my advantage to get some stuff free signed. Um, but go back to Guy Gilchrist. So I wanted to get another sketch. I ended up buying if you follow Guy Gilchrist on his IG, you see I took a picture and I actually bought something. Like I said, I didn't even budget for this at all. But like I said, he talked to me. He was very nice. The people he had working for him were very nice. So when people are like that, I tend to want to spend more money with them. But I bought my daughter a Princess Tiana drawing. He subscribed it to her with Princess Bonnie. Class act, thumbs up. Like I said, I hope I get to meet him again. I can buy some original stuff from him. So BLC said I had 20 books signed, but 30. Damn. He said Dallas last year it was over 50. Oh, Southern. Hey, if you're going to Dallas, let us know. Like I said, a whole bunch of the YouTube guys are going, and we are all booked. So if you are going to Dallas this year, let us know, man. We need to all get together, maybe have dinner somewhere. My wife is like scoping out dinner places to have dinner, so just to so I know we're gonna have some good dinner spots. So if you're going Southern, let us know. Like I said, a whole bunch of us are gonna be there. But like I said, Guy Gilchrist, I ended up getting a sketch from him. Like I said, I bought the other piece that I need to take a picture and show it off. But let's show the sketch. This popped in my head, and we went with it. And this was, I think, $150, but it's colored. It's not just drawn; it's colored as well. So, thought this was probably dope. There you go. You can see it better. DuckTales. He put New Orleans at the bottom. 2023. Okay, he subscribed it, and you guys know that it's Scrooge McDuck with the money, the coins. Killed it. It's color pencils, but he killed it. This is probably, I don't even know how to say, but like I said, I hope to get maybe some original strips from him, but he killed it. That's all I can say. He said, Southern said, that's Uncle Roman count all his money. Scrooge McDuck. He said, he told us Southern, you're a close second with the deep pockets. I didn't know Southern had that. Oh yeah, I see. Oh, I missed it. He said, "Son." He said he got that bag. I'm happy I'm not in the top 5 of what y'all got money wise. And don't let BLC fool you. He got money too, but that's because he works in New York, but he doesn't live in New York. So those are a couple of the sketches. Like I said, I tend to end up spending more money than I wanted to. Like I said, buying that art piece for $200, buying another thing for $175. That's $375 I didn't plan on spending at all. But because of the attitude of the artists and their people that were working with them, that's how we do it. That's how I'll do it. That's how I do it. So let's talk to more of the bad. So this happened literally the last day, Sunday. I saw Mr. Simon Beasley. Is it Simon Beasley or Simon B? Simon, yeah, I think it's Simon Beasley. So I saw Mr. Simon Beasley was here, and I said, let me see if I got anything for Simon Beasley. I did have something. I found it was a TMNT book. I forgot what it's called. But it's a TMNT book when an image did a TMNT run. I had issue 1. I said, man, I'm saying, I'm a TMNT guy. So I said, this would be cool to get him to sign this. Yeah, TMNT body count. That's what it is. TMNT body count. So more bad, but some of the bad stuff I talked about, this preference. This one is actually really bad. So I go. I'm Simon Beasley had left to do a panel. He left to do a panel, so so I was going to get that signed early. So I'm just walking around. I put my GoPro on to show how Sunday crowd's looking, show more of other spots that I haven't gone to. And I'm filming. I talked to Tim Latty, who working on the TMNT Adventures run, I think. I see, Simon's back. Let me go over there and get some signs. But I leave the GoPro on. I don't think of turning the GoPro off because I was filming a walkthrough. And I have my press pass. Everything was good so far that I thought. So I go up to Mr. Simon and the person tells me, I guess he does the same thing as little cohort or his little worker. Oh, it's gonna be $10. So I give him the $10. He takes my book and he's like he looked like he's very disgusted of being here. And like I said, my first comment actually before I got told how much it was for the price to get the book signed, I said, thank you, thank you so much for coming to New Orleans. I really appreciate you guys coming. I'm trying to, and like I said, $10. Then he looks up at me. He goes, "Is that thing on?" And I know what he was talking about because, like I said, I totally forgot because I looked down. I said, "Yeah, I think so," because I was doing a walkthrough showing everybody the layout of the convention. And like I said, I have my press pass right here. Can you turn that thing off? We're doing a transaction here. I was like, a transaction? Like, dude, this is comics. This is not. You're not slinging dope. You're not slinging dope. This is $10 for a signature. His attitude was very crappy. He took my book. He was very nonchalant with it. He looked like he wanted to throw it. I felt disgusted giving him $10, and I felt the experience. Like I literally, when I walked away, I cursed him out when I walked away. And a friend from IG was there, and I said, "I'm so happy you're here because hopefully you could calm me down because I'm so pissed off." And I literally was going to throw away that comic, even though it was my PC personal copy, and I paid $10 for the signature. I was that ticked off with that whole experience. I was literally going to throw it away in front of him. Luckily, they didn't have any trash cans in front of him because that was my goal. And I looked at my friend from IG, and I said, think they'll tell me something if I pull that trash can in front of him and show him the book and throw it in there. So he kind of talked me out of it. So let me get a shout out to Big Dave Loves Comics. He put $10 super chat, so he's gonna have so it's $2 for one entry, $5 entry. It's six entries to win the Vixen. 6 entries to win the Vixen. So you're gonna get a little cowabunga action. I'll tell you who it is. So Mr. The Real James Willie says, "Who that is that you?" Yes, that is me. Yes, it is. Is this the real James Willie? I know they got a James Willie out there, but that dude's an imposter. The other James Willie. But yeah, so Simon Beasley, horrible experience. My wife actually mentioned this to me, and other people have mentioned it to me too as well because I told them my experience with that. They said it told me I should report it to the convention since I was given a press pass and how my experience was with one of their guests. I should tell them how my experience was and how I felt and how everything went down because some of it is actually recorded. You can see his disgust and his tone and everything. Um, so and because and I do agree with my wife because my wife works in hotel tourism, and I do agree with other people as well. It's like I should report it to the convention because how I feel about New Orleans, you know, every place has crime and has its problem, but overall the people are very very polite, very pleasant. You know, we open the door for people. We stop at the stoplight at the same time. We tell you to go. Uh, a lot of people don't approve of doing this anymore, but you know it's kind of hard to get out of the habit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Mister, Miss. You know, so we have a lot of that southern. People say southern charm, or you know, southern respect. Or so I was like, I kind of do agree because you don't want people with that type of attitude to come here and rub off on the people who are spending money here because then if I was a person who had a press pass and I paid money to get in there, I would want my money back from that ticket because I lost money with the signature that I don't even want anymore from that experience. BLCs, go ahead, stir the pot. I'm kind of am because I'm doing this video talking about it. Um, I haven't talked to the people who approved me for the pass and everything. But I probably will. I guess you could say stir the pot, because I don't want other comic people like even younger people, kids. You know, I just don't want anybody to have the experience I had with that artist. Like I said, everybody else was pleasant. Like I said, a few of them had that. You know, you got to talk to the agent person, but yeah, that was okay with me. You know, that was okay. But his piss poor attitude was you know, it's like somebody didn't give him his beignets in the morning or something. It was freaking weird. It was just bad experience. It almost messed up the whole convention. And happy a guy. Shout out to him, Logan Leaguer from IG. Me and him selling Elite Comics 11. So shout out to him for being there because I would say he saved. I gotta put my phone on the charger. He saved the day. He saved the day and calmed me down. That's what I'm saying. He said, "Get money." Oh, I don't. He wasn't there Sunday. He wasn't there Sunday. He only came for Friday and Saturday. He wasn't there for Sunday. Maybe the guy didn't. Maybe Simon didn't make enough money Friday and Saturday. So, what's up, Passport Comics? I'm not Passport. I said Passport. Passport Comics. I'm actually thinking of a hangar spot called Protocol, so that's probably why Port dropped in my head. Thank you for stopping through. Please smash that thumbs up button. But yeah, but you know, those little few bad experiences still do not trump my overall experience for the convention. I would definitely recommend it to others. It's not an off season for New Orleans, but it's the winter. Our coldest day, I think, it was Sunday because it rained, but Friday and Saturday was in the 70s. Friday and Saturday was in the 70s for being for January, first weekend of January. I mean, we have great food, great drinks. Like I said, and this was like one of the best lineups I've seen in a while. So if people have the time and are maybe off for that Christmas time, I definitely can recommend coming to New Orleans Fan Expo for the first convention of the year. And the location is so good, but CGC and CBCS do not do not want to budget to spend any money, which just would have been a great CGC or CBCS to come down, so you wouldn't have to deal with those third parties because of the relatively distance. It says respect should be always given to a person if they deserve it or not themselves. I'm just guessing what happened. I had to mute a bit. Oh, well, you have to rewatch it. He said, I'm trying to go to Toronto, but passport is fine. I'm waiting for it to come back before I book my trip. You trying to go to Toronto Con? Are you trying to go to Toronto Con, or are you just trying to go to Toronto as a vacation? Because we're dealing with that and have to get my daughter passport. Me and my wife's passport are good because we did so many travel out of seas, overseas that we've had that. I think, but she has to renew like in 3 years. I have to renew it in 5 years. Oh, you're trying to go to Toronto Con? All right. I'm not trying to go to any conventions outside the country. If it happens to happen when we do visit that country, but I'll do conventions in the States, and I'm probably going to do only 2 a year, 2 to 3. I'm gonna say 2 to 3 a year. Oh well, I'll say plan is going to be 3 a year. Fantasy New Orleans is always going to be one of those 3. If Dallas is a success and I have so much fun with all my friends from YouTube, Dallas is probably going to be an automatic number 2. So number 3 will be the one that I will travel to. 1 year it could be Huntsville, 1 year it could be Heroes Con, 1 year it could be MegaCon. I don't plan on doing a lot of conventions. I want to, it costs a lot. Not what's for it's not hotel, but everything else costs a lot. So I don't plan on doing that much. Like some people do. I'd rather save that money and spend it on books. But overall, if I had to put a grade on it for it's like a letter grade, I'll give you a couple of grades. A Fan Expo New Orleans, if I had to put an overall grade for its letter grade, and I'm weighing off the bad and the good and my experience, I would have to say a B plus for its grade. B plus, like high B plus. And if I had to give it a CGC grade, it'd be like, 10.0 would be the best con ever. 9.9 close enough to 9.8 to be still in that best con ever. I'm thinking of the lineup, the pricing, and I got to think about my parking, which was free, and I'm trying to think of all that overall. Just like I did the B plus, I would say a solid 9.2. I would say a solid 9.2, but if they fix those little things, pressable defects, can probably get up to a 9.6 to a 9.8. So 9.2 with pressable defects. That's what I would say. 9.2 with pressable defects. So that's how I would grade this convention. So that's my thoughts on it, man. I've been talking about this for an hour. The highest number I have 11 people. And if anybody have any questions about the con, I would say shoot them now. I'll stick around for at least another 5 minutes. If everybody had any questions about New Orleans Fan Expo, anything I might have not touched about, any questions you might have about coming down, ask them now. Like I said, I'll stick around for at least another 5 minutes and I answer those questions. But like I said, shout out to Big Dave. Big Dave loves comics. He has 6 entries in to win this book, amongst a few others. Super chat giveaway of the month of January. Like I said, I want to do something that means a book that means a lot to me, which is this book, and I want to go bigger. So I'm going to have other books as well because this is my birthday month. Birthday's in 5 days. Definitely going to enjoy that. Can't wait. How much was the weekend pass? Big Will would answer the one question I do not know. I had a press pass, so it was $0 for me. If Southern Comic Geek is still here, he might be able to answer because they screwed up his pass and they denied him, which it's because they don't know how to work YouTube. The new YouTube has changed the record and live are 2 different things now. So I don't know how much it costs for the weekend pass. I don't He said maybe one day I will hit up New Orleans Con. Hey, just for the food alone, you got to come to New Orleans Con just for the food alone. You know, that's all I can say. Food alone. But yeah, this year was a very good lineup. Very good lineup. Big Will, you gonna be at Atlanta Con? He's asking Big Will because I think Big Will's only going to Huntsville, if I'm not mistaken. He's trying to talk me to go to Huntsville, but it's not on the list for 2023. It's not on there. I want to go to MegaCon, but MegaCon kind of falls. MegaCon falls during the school year, so if I did go to MegaCon, it'd be by myself, and I don't think I'm gonna go to MegaCon this year. That was the plan to go to MegaCon, so I think I'm just gonna ball out in Dallas. And I heard the Tennessee convention is actually very good, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm probably gonna stay relative in my little small circle, and then start venturing out to maybe like a MegaCon or Huntsville or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. He said he got rejected because he can bring in gold bars. How you gonna talk? The man not even here no more, Big Lion Cat. He not even here no more. Atlanta's cons in February 24. I definitely will not be there. February 24. Is this one day convention? It's very odd. This is one day? Or just this is the whole weekend? But yeah, I won't be there. Even though I probably could go there because that's the week of that. Mardi Gras is like Monday and Tuesday of that week, so I probably could go for like a Friday and maybe half a Saturday, or Friday and Saturday. Well, Friday half a Saturday and leave Saturday evening. I could go, but I'm not gonna. I'm not going. What else? So, any other questions about the convention? I'll show off my top things that I got at the convention. I'll show them off again. So I got this from Greg Land. This is Mighty Avengers #1, page 2. Page 2. He also signed it at the bottom, which I didn't have to get him to sign it at the bottom because his wife asked me, "Would you like Greg to sign it?" And I'm thinking to myself, when I saw the back of it, I was like, "He already signed it in 2013, so I don't need to get him to sign it." But that's one of the things that I purchased. Oh, a quick shout out to what's up, Dell Auto Collector. Elite Comics 11 is having a sale today and tomorrow. I don't know if they advertised it yet, but they're having a sale today and tomorrow. Yahweh will be on there today, and I will be joining Yahweh for second hour session. So definitely check us out on Elite Comics 11. I'm going to be selling some good stuff. This one most likely will make the sale. Like I said, it's a little greater than I want. I haven't decided. Because probably just keep it until I can. So first sketch up took both of these sketches actually took longer than I wanted. This is one done by Javon Jordan, just a head, and I thought it would be. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it'd be a little bit better. So head and he put a little color in it because he totally forgot. So Javon Jordan sketch, and like I said, probably my best and favorite sketch. Best and favorite sketch done by Guy Gilchrist, the Uncle Scrooge, DuckTales Uncle Scrooge, New Orleans 2023. So that's my favorite. Lady Fantastic is in the house. Please shout out to Lady Fantastic. Definitely check her channel out. Her and Rob works with some good stuff. Definitely check them out. Appreciate you stopping by, Lady Fantastic. He's talking about Atlanta show. Big Lion Cat must be leaving, so see you later, Big LC. But like I said, I'll be on Elite Comics 11 tonight. I'm gonna have slabs mainly, but some really, really good deals, I believe. Really, really good deals in my opinion. So definitely come check it out. They said, "Hey Russ, you are alone in the chat. Want to trade for an omnibus I come in Tucson?" What? Oh, me or anybody in the chat want to trade? I already told you I'm not into omnibus thing. So I don't want any. I don't want any. The only thing I recently purchased that I'm happy with is the trade for Last Ronin. So I'll probably flip through this again. So that's but no interest in omnibuses. Maybe somebody in the chat will be. God over grind. What's up? Preach Comics Unlimited 62. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't have room for omnibus. I barely got room for the comics I have. That's why I'm trying to sell as fast as I get them in from CGC. But like I said, before I go, Super Chat giveaway of the month. We got the first appearance of Vixen in a 9-0. This is Action Comics 521. 9-0 white pages. First Vixen Super Chat giveaway. $2 to get you one entry. $5 to get you 3 entries. If you don't want to do the Super Chat, you can always hit the Cash App and hit me up on IG, and I'll write your name on a sticky note and put it on the back. But Vixen is a key book, but not just because it's her first appearance, but she is also the first female, African-American female to join the Justice League. So I upgraded that book, so I throw it up. But I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to see if any of the guys from Hunt or anything wants to just have an off-air chat. So peace out, everybody. Y'all be cool, man. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next video.